love to see some blues, but he took the jig. There he goes. Alright, I'm just getting started. Actually, I haven't fished here, so I'm going to check this here out. I am throwing a Hopkins Shorty 150, and I'm using one of my teasers, exactly the one I think in the video that I did. Not the one, but the same pattern. It's day, it's sunny out. I'm using a white olive color, good overall color to use, and casting a little up current and a little down current, letting the Hopkins swing through and do its thing. So let's get fishing and let's see what we got. Ooh, I gotta tighten my drag, I think. There we got another one. It's about a little smaller. I'm hoping that there'll be some bigger fish pushing through. They seem to be all different mixed sizes. Let's see what he took. I bet you he took the teaser. Yeah, he's a little guy. I think the tide is coming in. See, the other guy was probably about 22. He's about, who knows, I'm going to say 12 at most, 10, 12. Yeah, he's a little bigger one. Let's take a look at him. Definitely bigger than that last one. I'd like to see some bigger fish or some blues come through, but I don't know. My drag set light. I'm using a lighter teaser. So if we do get something bigger on the teaser, I don't want that hook to bend. It's a 2-0 hook. These guys you can winch down the drag, but you're going to use lighter hooks. Keep in mind you have to use a lighter drag. I got a good hook on the metal. That'll hold a 20-30 pound fish on a tight drag, but the 2-0 hook's a little lighter. These are just things you keep in mind with the tackle you use. Now I'm just sweeping my jig across with the teaser. The water should be coming in. I just cast, I've been fishing close to the bottom. Slowly taking a few cranks, let it drop, few cranks, let it drop. That's all I've been doing. There we go. He picked that up on the drop. It could be in here tight, I don't know. He's a little guy, but maybe at night we'll get something better. And I keep on getting these guys. I will take off that teaser. Alright. Fair amount of birds back behind the boat there. I can't read the sign. What boat it is. It looks like they did pretty good. One thing when you're casting these jigs is if you cast up current, sometimes you'll get a different drop, different effect than when you cast down current or straight ahead. So it's almost like three different, not only are you sweeping different water, but that lure is going to have a slightly different hang in the water. So sometimes you may notice you're hitting fish when you're casting to your left as opposed to your right and vice versa. There's some things to just keep in mind. I haven't noticed any pattern yet, but if you pay attention, sometimes the subtle differences make a big difference in the fishing. I'm going to take a few more casts here, and then I'm going to move on. Oh, can we get one? Yeah, we got one. I think it is tiny. Yeah, it's a tiny one. So I'm going to take a few more casts here, but I might stick around if there's a few more fish. but still working with the jig. He's a small one, if he is a fish. I felt him wobble. He is, he's real tiny. I'm gonna move on in a little bit. Yeah, he is. He took the jig. I'm gonna take a few more casts and then maybe move on. We'll see. Okay. They seem to be really mixed sizes, so got to be a big one mixed in, I'm pretty sure. So just feeling out the bottom here, seeing what I can throw. And actually, if you're doing this, I would start with a cheaper jig just to feel the bottom, know where you can drop stuff and hold stuff and get those expensive lures through for those bigger fish. That's how I would search out some water that I haven't placed a line in yet. Okay, so I'm moving a little bit about here. I just saw one of those little birds dive, and right after that, picked this little guy out. So these guys are just spread out all over. They seem to be on the smaller ones now. But maybe they're just like a funnel system of something behind them. I'll just search the water here, having fun. Maybe we'll get the big one. Took that pretty close in. I'm still hitting these little guys. Looks on the jig and teaser. Just moving about. And they seem to be all over the place. I don't think it matters where you go along the shore. They're there. Alright, I pretty much got as far as I'm going to work today. I'm going to take a break, and then it might be getting dark soon, and I might work back with something else. Probably a minnow or a needle, not sure yet. Something to get me down to sinking minnow a little bit, not a lot, unless I see any surface activity. But yeah, I'm going to take a break. And then I'm going to work back in with something else. Maybe. If it's still light, I'll start with the Hopkins, I think. It's been doing good. So, alright, I'm going to take a few casts here and take a break and then work back in. We'll see what happens tonight. Alright, I was going to walk back to where I just about started before and fish out the evening. But I walked in, took the break, and had something right here. So I'm going to take a few more casts here and work back in now. A little guy, that's for sure. What is? Oh, goodness. Look at that. Skate. I'm going to get my pliers. Oh, we're good. So I'm going to start working back in now. Took a little break. Had some lunch, took a walk, looked at a few other spots, and I'm just going to hit those few spots that I hit coming out. The sun should be dropping. I'm going to work with the Hopkins. I like how it's been doing. So if it gets a little darker, I'm going to probably drop something else on. Maybe change up the teaser. We'll see. Just getting going now. Another huge skate. Not a huge skate, but it's a... Man, I got him good. He's just dragging. I'm going to push. I think I'm going to move in a little. Might fish a little bit on top. He's just dragging like a kite. Let me get my pliers. There he is. Ooh, got him in the tail. Pliers ready. This guy's just resistance. Oh, he's really dragging. Where's the rig going? Watch out for that tail. Oh boy. They are thick. There we go. Ooh, I think I'm gonna push over. I haven't hit a snag, a skate, in a few casts, so I'm going to fish through with the Hopkins. If I get another, I might work on put something on to work higher up in the water column. But I'm liking this rip. I like those skates. It tells me that there's a change of water, so could be something behind them or was in front of them and we missed it. But that's the way I see it. And there's going to be bluefish. Usually you see those skates about a week or two before they show up. Sometimes they're mixed in. So I like that. Oh! He took a couple bobbles and got off. Alright. Okay, I think small bass is still here. I'm going to take a quick break. I might try showing something bigger. And maybe they'll be on the bite and weed through these little guys. On that small teaser. They're smaller today. There could be some bigger ones. They may be, those little guys are feisty. You know, there's more of them, they'll come up and grab that before one of the bigger guys has a chance, so we'll see. We'll take a horseshoe crab break, or two. Oh boy. This will be easier than the skate, hopefully. So I'm going to work the Hopkins through a bit more. I've been sweeping back and forth, and I think if we get anything maybe a little lower water, anything more. So, okay, this is the biggest one yet. I know that. It's not a skate. It's not a skate. I was getting ready to change up my lure too. Whoa. Definitely a bass. I don't know if he's a keeper, but he just nailed that too. Way out there. Way out. Took the Hopkins, huh? Line. Yeah. No little dinky guys. These guys feel a little bit bigger. So I might free himself. So I might put on a minnow. He took that right on the lip. Only a shorty, but a little bigger. Good sign. Catch of the day right here. Looks like my line, but it's not. He used the same yellow line as I do. That's awesome. Same clip and everything. Pink Andy though. Alright, just had one, so just fishing with the Hopkins today, this Hopkins Shorty. And just casting out, letting it drop and sink and just working it in real slow with a teaser. And they seem to like it. There's a bunch, just schoolies around today, but let's get what's ever around, you know. Enjoy the day. Good fishing though. Really enjoying this. I just missed one actually. Definitely was smaller than the last one. Okay, we're on some fish here. He's a little bigger than that other guy, I think. I'm pretty sure he took the Hopkins. I'm just gonna stick with this. Seems to be working. I was thinking about changing it up, but a little bigger schoolies now. Maybe there's some bigger guys behind them. They're a little bigger than the other guy. Chunky. He is bigger. Okay, instead of getting smaller now, they are getting bigger. Let me get him going. All right. I'm going to fish a little, but I'm going to get going in a little bit. Of course, anything, I'll get it in there. It's going to take a few more casts, of course. But can't complain. Working with the Hopkins 150 Shorty today. And schoolie bass around. A lot of small ones, but we got a couple bigger schoolies in the end. A lot of runts today. And this evening, took a couple little better fish. You get what's around, you know, you just have fun with it, and that's what we did. But I'm going to take a few more casts. But thanks for watching. Please like, dislike, comment, like them all, whatever you have to say. Subscribe to the channel or not. And remember, always fish your lake. And thanks again for watching. And have a good afternoon.